Alrighty guys, you have to excuse my French at the end of that last video. You never know when you're going to get interrupted on your non-closed set when you're making a YouTube video. So anyway, I was saying the tables have a little bit of cush to them. They're nice and soft underneath there. There's felt, a little bit of padding, and then there's the table underneath. And it gives you the opportunity to push down when you grab that deck of cards, and you can grab the bottom card and pick up the whole deck at once. If you try to practice this stuff on your kitchen table or on a glass countertop or something like that, you're not going to be able to grab most of that. You're going to leave the last one or two cards down there unless you slide it off towards the edge or something to grab the deck. These casino tables are designed with that in mind. You want to be able to pick up this deck, maneuver the deck, and make it really easy for yourself. So a little bit of cush there makes it nice. You can pick up that whole deck of cards. Let me show you guys how to pick up a deck of cards in the shuffle that I was taught at the very first casino that I worked at. It's called the house shuffle. Every house has its own shuffle. So don't think that there's only one way to shuffle these cards. There's not. There's innumerable ways to shuffle different little things, and I'm going to show you guys a few things here you can practice and learn a little bit more about how these cards work, how the dealing works, how the shuffling works. So when I grab a deck of cards off the game, again, I use the cush. I push the cards together, move my cut card over here. I grab the deck with my fingers the way I showed you, and I pick it up, and I'm going to break this deck in half. And how do I do that? I'm going to use my fingers. I'm grabbing onto the top half with my thumb and my index finger and my ring finger over here, and I'm grabbing onto the bottom half of the deck with my thumb and my index finger and my ring finger over here, and I'm just pulling them apart. And I've got it down to where I can pretty much get about half the deck on each side. It's pretty easy to do once you work with it for a while. The closer the two halves are, the easier, the nicer they shuffle together. Now when I'm shuffling, I'm not going to pick the cards up at all. I'm going to leave them on the table when I shuffle. Well, what do you mean? How does that work? Well, this is how it works. I'm going to put my hands down flat on top of this deck of cards, just like this, and I'm going to pick up these corners down here with my thumbs. I'm picking up these corners here with my thumbs, and I'm not picking them up so much and bending them. I'm just lifting the cards a little bit, and I'm letting them fall down, and they will fall and interlacing between themselves and come down, and then I can push them together with my ring finger, box the cards up like that, and then I can take them and strip them out. I can take them and shuffle again and do different things. It makes it real easy, and you don't have to pick the cards up. You don't have to expose the bottom card to the players, show everybody what's on the bottom of the deck. It's the main reason why they have you do this stuff this way. You don't want to expose anything in the casino. So I put my hands down like this, I'm picking up the cards like this, and I'm shuffling like this. Take a good look at that before we actually interlace the cards. I'm not bending the cards really, I'm just picking them up and I'm letting them fall. They're just falling after my fingers. So when I get them together, I bend the cards a little bit so that they're angled, and then I let them fall like that, and they've interlaced themselves. And then I push from the back side, and I catch it, and I slide it all together like that. Box it up nice and clean. Here's another view of it. A few more times here. Again, we got half the deck on one side, half the deck on the other side, and we're just letting them interlace themselves. This is a brand new deck of cards, and they flow together real nice. There's a finish on the outside. That one didn't quite interlace together so good, but you know what? The cards still go together. Matter of fact, check this out. You got cards, you totally missed. Oh, you missed. You didn't get it all. Well, guess what? Wiggle them back and forth like that. They'll find their way home. And I'm not pushing that hard at all. I'm just pushing them together. So half the deck, drop it. This is what it looks like when it's nice. Another thing they taught us for part of our house shuffle, the first thing you did was break the deck and shuffle it. The next thing you did was take a third of the deck from the bottom and put it on the top, box it, and break it and shuffle it again. Again, third of the deck from the bottom, and I put it on the top, break it together, shuffle it again. And then, you know, there's other things that they have you do. There's things you can go like this and rotate the cards and bring them together. You know, some people see it as fancy. It's just basically house shuffles. There's different reasons for doing different things. And but that's what I kind of wanted to get you guys to understand, is there's different house shuffles. Even if the cards go a little bit askew, I can still pretty much control them without flipping them up and exposing what's on the other side of those cards. This is, oops, that's a nice, oops, there we go, Butterfingers. This is a nice shuffle. There we go. A little bit of an idea. You guys can practice it. I haven't dealt blackjack in quite a while, so I'm a little rusty. I'm going to have to work on that. Maybe I'll make another video and show you guys how good it looks when it's actually looking good. So Appreciate your time, guys. Once again, crapsmoney.com. We've got a blackjack video coming. We've got a how to deal blackjack video coming. We've got volume 2 of our craps video coming up, and we got a lot of stuff coming up, guys. Stay tuned and keep watching.